You good? Yeah, I know, it's exhausting, isn't it? Okay, so recently I've been thinking about the YouTube channels, and I started to think about how productive I've been on them. And in a lot of ways, I've been fine with the YouTube channels. I haven't been progressing as much as I thought I would, but that's another thing altogether. But I really thought that I'd be able to keep it up with the 7 YouTube channels. Was it 7? I got rid of the gaming channel, I got rid of the Automobile channel, I got rid of TikTok's the YouTube channel. Now the TikTok account is still up there for whatever reason. I upload there sometimes, clips. Obviously YouTube Shorts do really well, so I'm going to be experimenting those with the Tech channel. So I don't know, with that channel I didn't really feel like it was getting much attention that it deserved, so I got the boot. There was a YouTube channel that I thought it was going to be, benefiting from. It was called Stu Next Door, and I had plans to make it sort of like a YouTube channel where I, do student-related content, moving out for the first time, choosing your CAO course, all that, but never really worked out. So really, it was just a case of trying to simplify the network. That's where this came in. Now, the gaming channel, it got a good bit of traction when it came out originally, but it never really took off as much as I thought it would. Because I just couldn't make the content, because I don't know enough about it. The music channel, also gotten rid of. I got rid of that April Fool's Day last year. It's not as bad as you think. Like, I would have thought, that I'd be able to work on more on these channels, but just didn't kick off. So I'm restructuring TechWiz Productions. TechWiz Productions will now be a variety channel. I mean, it was already a variety channel. We already do vlogs and camera gear related things and related things on this channel. I wanted to do a bit more on this channel, maybe we'll branch out to music-related content, business-related content, stocks content, whatever it is. I want to get more into vlogging as well, just because it's fun. I like to vlog, and it's a way to share my life. And I also have TechCast to worry about as well. Unfortunately, that is taking up a bunch of my time, because, it's not as easy to edit a podcast that can be up to 40 minutes long, up to an hour long. So it's more difficult to edit those, especially with the video related podcasts. Now, I will say though, for everything that was wrong about the network, expanding to the point where I couldn't keep up, all that, there was a lot right with it. The Tech channel got the priority because it was just the thing that brought in all the viewership. So I feel like that was the right move to prioritize the Tech channel. Going forward, I would love to do more content on the Tech channel, but I'd also love to do more camera gear related videos, because I have an extreme interest in cameras and video editing and production in general. I'd love to do some lighting tutorials. I have a bunch of videos I'd love about mobile journalism, getting started with Mojo and all that. Maybe buying your first tripod, what to look out for, things like that I'd love to do on this channel. And in general, I just love to do a bit more in the line of making content, because it's slipped my mind a bit, and it's been slipping. I've been lacking a bit, and there's a reason for that. You see, I'm in college, second year now, second semester of second year, 6 teaching weeks left, I believe, and that's been taking up a lot of time. So, since that's been taking up a bunch of my time, I think it's a case that I needed to scale back the network. TBD, that YouTube channel to be decided. By the way, all these Twitter accounts that were for these channels are still up there, because I might, tweet out a bit of gaming news every so often on the gaming channel, whatever it is. I also just want to keep the handles, because it would be a nice thing to have. It's going to be an interesting transition period, especially with the TBD channel to be decided. It's a tech news show, it's supposed to be daily, but I didn't really get into daily. I thought I could do weekly, but weekly didn't really work out, so I'm working on that. There's a big month ahead of us with March on Tech Was Tech, being that there's an Apple event next month. And I asked on Twitter, what is it about my channel that people really like? Was it Android related stuff, Apple related stuff, how-tos and tutorials, and things like that? And the most overwhelming response was for Apple related content. And I sort of had an inkling when John Prosser talked about this on Genius Bar. He said, people click on Apple stuff, and the numbers back it. The numbers back it on Tech Was Tech. My Android videos just don't do as well as I thought they would, which kind of sucks if I'm being honest, but I understand why. I am not a good person to ask about Android stuff. I'm not as experienced. But what I am good at is just, giving facts. I'm good with Apple stuff. I'm good at creating content, making videos about content creation, so I'm going to try and work all that in. I also want to work in more student-related stuff because I'm a student and it's applicable to me, and I think it'll be applicable to a lot of people. I asked on Twitter, who uses a MacBook for school or college and how do they like it? So little interaction like that with the audience I'm hoping to include in videos going forward, and the responses to that tweet, I'm still going to be responding to those and including them in videos, so it's going to be a fun time, because I've changed up things. Obviously you're seeing here I'm not living in the other apartment anymore, but it's fun. It's going to be a good time, and overall it's going to be a good day. I'm going to be going now, working for a couple of hours and getting projects done. Hoping to do a few Arduino tutorials, maybe that might interest some people, Raspberry Pi tutorials, things like that. I want to get into virtualization and just overall, that's an update on the situation. And with that, thanks for watching. Go have a coffee. Cheers. Catch you next time.